Resist the urge to be perfect. Resist the urge to be perfect. I can't tell you how much perfection will keep you frozen in time. Perfection, waiting for the perfect time, waiting to have the perfect topic, waiting to be the perfect person, waiting to get in perfect shape, waiting for the perfect outfit. Perfection is without a doubt the enemy of progress. And accepting imperfection, accepting yourself a little flawed, pushing forward regardless of the trap of your mind. Your mind is such a powerful thing. The insecurities, the anxieties, the thoughts, uh, the fear, all things in your mind. You know, you can easily get lost in your own head. You can easily, what they can't say, you can't get out of your mind. You know, sometimes your mind can be a prison. How do you destroy the prison of your mind? By doing, I think there's a lot to be said for action. I think there's a lot to be said for just don't be too orchestrated. Don't be too orchestrated. And that's how I wanted to just open up the topic. But welcome everyone as they file in. Every night on this YouTube channel, I go live. I appreciate as soon as you come in, leave a comment. Leave a comment if you watch the replay. If you're subscribed to this channel, you'll get alerted when I go live. I also alert people on my Instagram. My Instagram is the word inspire, the symbol underscore 38, inspire underscore 38. And in addition to the live feed, I upload daily vlogs, daily videos. I've had this channel for about a year and a half as I make this live feed. It documents a variety of things, documents my thoughts on life. I've always been a person who thinks about life, and then I like to share topics, what I think about them. My thought process, it grows over time. My decisions change, my thoughts change, my how I look at life changes. But you know, some of the core beliefs I've had kind of stayed with me. I document living a simple life, living out of my car. I document living in Florida. I love Florida. Do I regret moving to Florida? No, I don't. Even as I make this video, it's the middle of January in 2019, and it's a little bit cool front in Florida. What's a cool front in the winter in South Florida? 60 to 65 degrees during the day, maybe down to the 50 degree range Fahrenheit at night. I'll take that. I'll take that over snow or bitter coldness. Your mind, for a healthy mind, for a healthy life, you need to see sunlight. You need to feel warm weather. Some people do better than others in cold weather, but I believe weather plays a huge part in quality of life and your energy. Your energy levels are hugely dictated or hugely assisted by the climate. Uh, with green energy, right? With solar panels, it actually takes it takes the energy, it stores it from the sunlight, and it goes through wires, and that energy is stored on a battery. The solar panel and solar panels capture the energy that the sun gives off, takes that energy and stores it on a battery to be used at a later time. And you know, there's a two-part message in tonight's message. You know, on these live feeds, in the beginning of the live feed, I try to document um, a theme, a message, a structure. I think anytime you do something in life, I think you have to have some structure. You have to have a direction. Okay. And then you have to just free flow it. You don't want to be too orchestrated, but you got to have both. So I structure these live feeds in the beginning. I share on a specific topic. And tonight's topic is energy and EXes. Energy meaning what you do with the energy you have during the day and during your life. You only have so much energy. And so when you're older, you may have Social Security, you may have Medicare, but and that will go on until you die. But you only have so much energy, and you'll have less energy. And during the course of the day, even if you're young and vibrant, you only have so much energy. And most energy is zapped up at peak hours. You know, the peak hours for human productivity are between 8 a.m. to noon. The average person gets the most things done between 8 a.m. to noon. That's when you should try to, your hardest tasks, whatever wants to be done. After that, I feel my energy starts to deplete. What do you spend your energy on? You know, your energy is such a key to what you are going to be in life, how you spend your energy. Some people have more energy than others people, but everyone has some energy. How do you spend it? Who do you spend it on? And what do you spend it on? That's the second part of some of this conversation tonight. I don't think you should spend much, if any, time on your exes. And exes mean past relationships, past boyfriends or girlfriends, past friends. But that came to mind. I wrote it down. I was watching a YouTube video on my lunch break of Nikki Bella. Nikki Bella's a hot girl. She's hot now. She's in her mid-30s. She's a wrestler. And she was engaged, and she was dating this other wrestler called John Cena. And they were engaged to be married, and they broke up. Why'd they break up? She said she had to find herself, which basically means she wants her independence. She wants her independence, but she also wants a relationship. She wants both. You can't have both. When you're in a relationship, you sacrifice some independence. But like most humans, we want our cake and we want to eat it too. And she still feels she's got some good years out there to go do her thing. So at first, this guy, John Cena, the guy in a relationship, he didn't want to get married again because he had already been married. He got divorced. He didn't want marriage. He didn't want kids. But then he played the game. It takes two to tango. Behind every breakup, behind every nasty relationship is one equation. It took two. It takes two to tango. Behind every child is two people. It takes two to tango. And so this guy who said, well, I don't want to be married anymore, I don't want a serious relationship, he got involved in another relationship. Got seduced. And I think many times for many women, not all, and sometimes for men play that game too. Some men want to be a player. A lot of times people just are in the dating game to see if they can seduce you. They want to see if they can make you fall in love. There's a game. Seduction is a huge game in life. You have to be very careful. And I'm serious about this. But after he had got seduced and he fell in love, once you're seduced, you're no longer attractive to a lot of people, especially people who are not on your same energy length and just different. But at the end of the day, the bottom line is, I'm not placing blame, but I'm speaking on how I look at that. And they had broke up. They became exes. Instead of his potential wife, this girl is now his ex-girlfriend. And so there was a news article that they're still friends. Okay. And that she calls him and tells him that she's going on dates. And that must destroy his soul. It must destroy his energy level. He's wasting energy on his ex. And that's why sometimes he does tweets. He's on social media and he tweets like this sad thing like, oh, when you make yourself vulnerable to people, they abuse your kindness. The reason he is in this bad mindset and his energy is not at a good, healthy level is because he's hearing about his ex-girlfriend's future life. You can't put energy into an ex. It's putting energy into the past. You put energy into trying to figure out your past. At a certain level, that's a waste of energy. At a certain level, how many times are you going to say, look, you had a tough childhood? At a certain level, how many good times say, look, my father did this to me, my mom. Look, all things that should be talked about and should be addressed. But at some point, you can't spend your energy in the past, and especially with past ex-boyfriends and girlfriends. If you still have an ex-boyfriend and girlfriend, I think 90% of the time, I think you're the problem. I think you're wasting energy of your life. You're going to destroy your whole life. And you're going to be putting out sad, subliminal social media messages. Like you're Nas and Ether beefing. You're beefing with each other. But before the beef, you were sending subliminal rap songs. So here you are. You got these ex-people in your life. You're wasting your energy is what you're doing. Okay, you'll figure it out when you're old and no one wants you anymore. You're wasting your energy. And then you get all fired up one day and you post some social media thing like that, all this energy is, you're sad. Relationships you pour life, but beyond just the relationships, I wanted to address that. So that's why I titled this live feed Energy and Exes. Two very important things. What you spend your energy on, because you only have so much, and your exes, you got to get rid of them, period. We're gonna get into all live comments. Each and every night, I take All the live comments, I read them. We can talk about whatever you want. You want to talk about your ex-boyfriend, your ex-girlfriend? You want to talk about Weight Watchers? Don't get me upset. So the other part of this is I'm really reflecting as I'm middle-aged now and how I notice I have less energy than I did just a couple of years ago. I think about consciously, what do I spend my energy on each day? For the majority of the time, it's work. 5 days out of the week, at least 8 hours a day or so, my energy goes to work. That's why I say my last really remaining goal is to be financially independent. Why? So I can spend my energy on 100% during the course of the day on what I want. I value where my energy goes, because at the end of the workday, do you have a lot of energy to do a lot of different things? No, you don't. You don't have the energy to go to the gym a lot of times if you're working all day. You don't have the energy sometimes even go to the beach. Now, do I go to the beach? Yeah, because I don't have any kids or wife, but I only have so much energy. And I know as I get older, I have a less amount of energy. You know, your energy is like a battery in your phone. And you only have so much battery charge to get you through the day. And then as your phone gets older, even if you keep your phone in great shape, even if you got a nice cover on your phone with a glittery background, as your phone gets older, the battery levels don't stay charged as long. My phone's about a year old right now, and the charge doesn't stay as long as the first few months I got it. The battery has less capacity to hold the charge, and that's science, that's facts. And you're the same way. You have so much energy in this life. As you get older, your energy levels go down, and then you have to be conscious of what do you spend your energy on, because that's how you build your life. And I certainly don't think you want to spend your energy on exes. How are you going to have the energy to downsize? How are you going to have the energy to change states? How are you going to have the energy to change jobs? As you get older, even if you have only healthy relationships in your life, you don't even have the energy to do that. I know plenty of old people right now, they want to consolidate their life. They don't have the energy. They got everything lined up. They got their 401k, they got their real estate, they got this, they got, they're blessed. And some people, I know some people barely getting by on Social Security. I'll talk about that tomorrow in the video. But they only have so much energy. So the people I know that are old and they're depending on Social Security for their entire income, or the people I know that are old and they got real estate, they got stocks, they got everything in their favor, they got no energy. That's the difference. Energy is at a premium. I've made videos in the past that energy is sold by the gallon. Fossil fuel energy, they sell that by the gallon. That's what makes the whole world go, is energy. And I want you to be very mindful of what you spend your energy on, who you spend your energy on, and that you only have so much, so that you can focus your energy on your dreams, your desires, and on building things going forward. Because if you spend your energy on things behind you, you're not building your future. You're trying to dig up your past. Let's see how that one ends. Total disaster. But that's okay. I need somebody to come in the live feed once in a while and tell me it's a total disaster out there, and I'll have to talk them off the ledge. That's okay. And that's the opening topic. I try not to be too long-winded. Now we'll go into all live comments. People from the UK, the Philippines, some people from Florida, some people from New Jersey, and we'll see what's going on. All right, let me take off this hoodie. And I'm thankful. And again, if these videos are entertaining, you like them, please click the thumbs up. Please share it. I appreciate all that. Let's get into the live feeds. Yolanda, I'm early. Yolanda, you are early. I saw as soon as I came on, you were in there. Do I appreciate that? I appreciate that. I'll spend energy on people who appreciate me. Why? Because I appreciate you right back. Queen, hello. Hello, Queen. Chad, word. Chad, don't chase that carrot. I know you're not, brother. Good to see you, Chad. Love and respect, brother. Thank you. Steve, what's up, man? What's going on? Steve, keep playing that guitar. Keep using your creativity. Self-doubt is the biggest self-doubt is the biggest enemy of creativity. And get in the habit of uploading videos, man. Get in the habit of practicing your guitar. Every day, you should allocate a certain amount of time and energy to put into your creativity. If you don't, you're never going to live your dream. Never. And, you know, look, even if you never become a famous musician, if you use your gift and you put energy into your gift each day, it's a better life than just, you know, doing nothing. So keep going, Queen. How are you doing tonight? Thank you, Queen. I hope you're doing good. Yeah, overall, I feel good. I got a little toothache. I hope I'm not getting a cavity. I may have to go to the dentist soon. Thank God I do have health care, but I don't like that. But I got to be thankful. I mean, there's people in this world that got bigger problems than a toothache. But that doesn't make me too happy. But overall, I'm thankful. Free to be me. What's up, brother? Peace emoji to you. Thank you. To you, my brother, will peace back to you. I often said part of my favorite part about the Catholic Church, even though as I got older, I didn't believe in certain dogma. But the favorite part of the church service was when they say, peace be with you. And then you extend the peace offering to your neighbor and you say, peace also with you. Do I like that? Yeah, it's pretty good. Apathy. Hey, Apathy. Hey, Sam. How was your Wednesday? It was hump day. I'm not independently wealthy, but I'm thankful for a job. And my tooth was hurting, but I'm okay. How was yours? Mel, hand wave emoji. Good to see you. Thank you, Mel. Appreciate your love on Instagram and on here. Thank you. Pack Live. What's up, Samsung? Let's face emoji. It's raining here. I thought 2020 says it never rains in sunny California. You must be in Northern. It's really bad for those who are homeless. They have nowhere to go. Well, thank you. Let me share with you. I shared on my YouTube post. In the United States of America, the number one city, the number one place where there is the most homeless is New York City. And I wasn't that surprised because I spent a lot of time in New York City. In New York City right now, it's a lot colder and worse conditions than Los Angeles. But there's more homeless. I think like double the amount. And then Los Angeles, basically that area, California is the second biggest state, second biggest place. So New York City, number one place for homeless, 75,000, I think. And what I could tell you is, look, even when it's raining, it's not that bad. I mean, I remember being in New Jersey, and when I was living out of my car, and it was like 0 below last winter, I saw a guy. He went into I was in Walgreens getting a water, and he went in there, and he was just trying to warm up because it was so cold outside. I went back to my car after that. He kept walking out, but there's shelters. Shelters suck. That's why a lot of people may choose to not live in a shelter. They may choose to live on the street and to live in their car, because shelters, in my experience, there's a lot of rules and regulations, a lot of shystiness. You got to be careful. Queen knows about that too. But what I'm trying to tell you is, it's sad, but like I say, spending time in the street, spending time with homeless organizations, what I can tell you, not all, but a big majority choose to live the lifestyle. They would love to be financially independent, but they kind of know where their mind is in life, and they don't want to conform to any system. They don't want to conform to work, and many times there's subsidized housing. I know people on subsidized housing, and they basically pay nothing. But they don't want to play the whole game. They just want to be left alone. Okay? And, that's my experience. But love and respect. Oh, Submarine Vet from Boston, man. Thank you for the super chat, man. You blessed me on 2 nights in a row, man. Thank you for the support, man. I appreciate that, Submarine Vet. We're going to hook up one day. You're Renegade with my blazer. No homo. All right, man. Love and respect. Submarine Vet, man. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that, man. And, you've been a supporter too, man. Believe me, it's acknowledged. It's appreciated. Love and respect to Boston. And a Trailblazer. Shout out to the Chevy Trailblazer, man. Back in the day, in the 90s, I remember a couple of my friends, the Chevy Trailblazer was a huge SUV. It was like a revolutionary one. That and the MPV, or MPV. Remember, the MPV, the Mazda MPV, that and a Chevy Trailblazer were like the first like SUVs that were sexed out like that, were kind of like, the young people liked. And you could definitely live out of an MPV. Chevy Trailblazer, definitely. The Jeep Renegade is smaller than this. And like I always said, look, now everyone's different. Driving is, I had a friend of mine, when I had electrical contracting business, I had a friend of mine that he did jail time. And when he got out, he couldn't get a job, but I hired him for help and stuff like that. And I paid him like $20 an hour. But he didn't have, Cameron, man. Thank you, brother. Cameron, thank you for the super chat, man. You inspired me to live in my car. Thank you. Cameron, love and respect to Korea, man, right? Thank you, Cameron. That blessed me. One is just we got people from all over the world in the chat room. And Cameron, thank you, brother. Thank you for that. And so the story was, and this kind of ties into car living. I had electrical contracting business for a couple of years. I had hired one of my friends that had jail time, but he was a great guy. He just, he went through some stuff. And I was paying him like $20 an hour, which is good pay, especially then. That was like 10, 15 years ago. And we were doing a couple jobs, and he was one of my most reliable workers, and he had a good attitude. And I kept telling him, like, yo, get your license and I can pay you more money and I could just send you to certain jobs. I don't have to come and, you could, make $30 an hour and plus because I had to go pick him up. I had to be with him. And so if I had to do all that, like I can only pay him so much because I'm only getting so much from the jobs. But I said, look, I could pay you like $30 an hour plus if you get your own car, if you don't get your own driver's license. I said, and then, you could just, you could build a career. And I remember asking him like like after weeks passed and months passed and we were doing several jobs together. I said, man, why you still didn't get your license? And I remember him getting a little bit pissed at me. And he was like, Sam, I didn't get it. That's it. And like that was the last time I asked him about getting a license. And that memory always sticks out. I love him. He was a great friend. Like I say, he was a great worker, a lot better worker than a lot of other people I knew. But I started to understand that some people, there's something in their mind that they just don't want to they don't want to deal with the aggravation, whether it's the fear, the anxiety of the whole system. Because going to get your license and going through that whole process, it's a system. And this is where I'm telling you when it ties into the homeless or people living out of their car or people not advancing in life. And everyone's at a different level. But the advancement of life, whether it's at the level of just getting shelter or whether it's the level of advancing a career, there's a level of you're not willing to deal with the system. People who advance throughout their life, and they understand that everything in life is a system. Everything's a game, and it almost has to be that structure. There's a lot of frustration with the system. But you at your own disservice, you can only fight a system so much. You can reform a system. Reform is wisdom. But even when you reform something, you are working within it to change it. And you're putting energy into it. And he was so frustrated with the system, and there was something in his mind that wasn't clicking. He didn't want to put any energy into getting the license for whatever reason. And I stopped asking him because I could see that now he's pissed. And I'm not going to push someone past the point you can push them. Because everyone has to choose their own way as an adult. But this all ties into why certain people just stop at certain levels. And I understand that. There's certain levels for me. I don't want to deal with aggravation. I mean, for me, not having a house and not conforming to that way of living, the part of the reason is I don't want to deal with the system. I owned a house for 15 years. I understand the system of property taxes, of once you get a fixed dwelling, your property taxes, you're sucked in. Your utility bills, you're sucked in. Your neighbors, you're sucked in. There's a whole system in owning property and being in that fixed location. Even if you have a landlord, that's a system. And so I don't want to deal with that part of the system of life, so I recluse from it. And technically I'm homeless because of that. Now, some people are homeless, like out on the street with no shelter, no car, no job, because they don't want to deal with the system at a whole nother level than me. I'm just don't want to deal with a portion of it because I want to put my energy into my creative gifts, into my job that I have to, and to trying to grow other ways so I can eventually do what I love full time. Now, I understand my energy. So the reason I don't want to get involved with the system is because I want to disperse my energy to the things I'm really passionate about. But there's people that have energy. They don't want to disperse it to anything because the whole system itself is just, there's something in the mind that doesn't click. So these are my life experiences that I'm sharing with you. Back to live comments again. Submarine Vet, thank you. And Cameron, man, thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Let's go back to live feeds. No, back. Hey, Sam, love the hat. I look a little sexier with the hat and a hoodie. I know this blue don't do it for me. I know blue is the color of communication, but hey, look, I'm at the point I'm at a good liberating age and a good place in my mind where if someone don't think I'm hot, I don't care. One is because even if they thought I was hot, I wouldn't date them. And that's like so I have no pressure on me. Now, when I look a little bit better, do I get more MILFs coming in here wanting to just, say hello to me? Yeah, because look, who doesn't like a hot guy living in his car that they think they can seduce until they Instagram me too many times and they say, look, you ain't gonna seduce me because I don't masturbate. And then they think they can seduce me. And then when they realize they can't, they leave me. Why? Because they can't seduce me. I love you, Teresa. Good job. Queen, you're right, Pack Live. Yeah, Pack Live's smart guy, man. Pack Live knows what to do. Hydration break, guys. Getting a little excited. Queen, that's cold. It's cold for South Florida. Steve, when I finally get to Florida, get your butt here, I'll be in my pool this time of year. Now, look, if I came from New Jersey, like I did last winter, and the winter before and the winter before. If I came to New Jersey right now, what is it now? Probably like 25 degrees Fahrenheit. Somebody Google what the temperature in um somebody Google what the temperature is in Newark, New Jersey. Okay. Only because it's like a metropolitan city in New Jersey. I guarantee it's probably like 25 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay. If I came from there and drove to Florida, right now it was in Florida. Somebody Google Miami, Florida temperature. It's probably, I don't know, like now it's probably about 60 degrees. But you'd want to go into a pool. But now being in Florida for several months, almost a year, it's cold. Floridians out here, they got their triple goose down jackets on. They got their, they got their first down jackets, their bear jackets on. And so, for them, it's cold. For me, it's cold. The only reason I took my hoodie off because you guys get me all worked up. But I love you, Chad. If a minimalist is homeless, then did the minimalist choose to go too far? It's all relative. I know that's like a little bit of play on words, but I think I broke down some of my experience, with homelessness and with that. But look, everyone can go too far because everyone has a different balance. We all have our own fingerprint. We're all unique, and society always struggles with balance. We're a bunch of individuals working collectively. So for me, a lot of people say, Sam, you're extreme. You're living in your car. I'm technically homeless. I got one bag with a couple shirts. That's extreme living. I say, no, for me, I found great balance. So there's a lot of things in life that are relative to a person's mindset and goals. And for me, it's all about that energy, right? So now I have less to take care of. I have less I'm burdened with. Now all my energy goes into, well, the majority of it goes into things I have to do, which is, work or whatever, because I have to do it until I don't. And then other thing, but now instead of just working, now I can do more things fun. I can walk on the beach. I can do YouTube. Those are things I value. So I cut out a lot of wasted energy. I still have to put some energy to stuff I don't want to do. But now I have more energy. Like I always tell you, if I had a house, if I had a dog, if I had some MILF I was dating, if I had all those things, I wouldn't have time to do things. I wouldn't have time to be by the beach. I wouldn't have time to do YouTube. What I would be doing in my house right now is I'll be eating dinner because I finally got home. I went to the supermarket. I walked my dog. You always got to putz around the house. I took my garbage out. I text some MILF. She told me she coming home from work. We're playing that game back and forth. I put on the TV, and right now I'll just be sitting down on the couch to have something to eat. I'll probably watch Inspirational Nomad, wishing I was him down in Florida. So now, instead of me watching Inspirational Nomad on my YouTube channel, on my laptop, I'm actually in Florida broadcasting to you live. And that's what I'd rather be. And that's where you got to direct your energy to where you want to go. Good job. Kevin Ford, what's up, man? Hey, Sam. Hope you had a beautiful day in Florida. I'm thankful. Environment is so crucial. I totally agree with that. For your mental health, I totally agree with that. Just like you said, yep, I truly believe in that. I may have changed my whole life because of that. Submarine vet, yo, it's getting cold here in the Chevy Trailblazer. Laughing my ass off. I hear that, man. Are you living full time in Trailblazer? Now you could do a Mr. Buddy heater. I looked into that last year because I was getting cold last year. Last year was colder than the first year, and there was February was the coldest. February and late January. So right around now till the middle of March, these are the coldest. This is the coldest time of year. Just getting right now into the dead of winter. A Mr. Buddy heater, though, in a Chevy Trailblazer, I didn't trust it in my Jeep Renegade. So if you had a cargo van, I would say maybe. But a Mr. Buddy heater is basically like a propane gas. It has like a mini gas camper propane thing that you can hook up to a heater and it would heat your car up. But for me, I just bundled up and made do. I mean, but like I said, when I walked around New York City, there were people, they had no cars. They're living on the street. And when it gets cold, they just layer up. And they're living out there. So when you're living in your car, you're pretty much living outdoors. I mean, I kept my windows cracked even in the winter. There's really nothing separating me from outside. I'm just in a more comfortable, dwelling than on the concrete. But I don't have any heater running at night when I was in New Jersey. I mean, now I don't need one in Florida. But it's just more comfortable than being on the concrete. But the same premise, that the temperature is the same in your car without it running and in the street. You're in the street. You just, you're in the car. So good job. M Tough. Hello from Tampa Bay area. Love and respect to the West Coast, but I love the East Coast the best, but I love everyone. Yes, 50 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay. Feels cold, but 50 degrees in northern areas. Yeah, if you go North Florida, it's even colder. I think it's because Florida is a warm state and takes cold air to cool it down. That's true. Well, we're closer to the equator, and so geographics have a part to play with it. There's various parts, but that's the main part. And it is the warmest state in the United States during the winter versus any other state average temperature, and that's why I live here. Joseph, hey Sam, how are you? Good. How are you, Joseph? This weekend going 6 to 12 inches of snow in PA. Oh, help, brother. All I can tell you, Joseph, is spend your energy downsizing, man. 6 to 12 inches is a total throw up emoji and a guy running emoji and get the hell out of there emoji. I'm sorry to hear that, brother. My heart goes out to you, Joseph. I love you, man. You got all the resources, though, Joseph. Like I say, you're a very intelligent guy. You got the financial wherewithal. Now you just have to put all your energy into downsizing. Even if you keep a home base, brother, do it, man. And there's nothing like, I remember like towards the end of my journey up north, and when I was trying to close like everything down there and do my final move to New Jersey, final move to Florida, there was a couple of roadblocks. And I remember a friend of mine saying, who wanted to move to Florida, but he's got a wife, and that's what's really keeping him up there. He said, Sam, I was getting frustrated. He goes, Sam, sometimes it got to get a little bit more painful to push you into where you want to go. And that's what was happening. Like, I had to go through a little bit more pain to push me to get where I needed to get. How I started to get my health together was I went through physical pain, and I said, I had enough of eating unhealthy. I'm going to get my life together. How did I come to Florida? I had enough of physical pain of the cold weather, running from my car to work, out of my car to the supermarket. I didn't want to put all that energy into just putting on all the layers of clothes just to get in and out of the stores. But I reflect, I think about your situation. At least you're blessed financially where you have all the wherewithal. Even my friend that's still in New Jersey. I think his wife is the main deterrent. But his father's like a millionaire. His father lives in Key West. He's got enough money and property up there, but he's got too much property. He's got to liquidate all of it. If he sold everything, he'd be fine. I said, brother, you're in 100% better shape than me. I said, what the hell are you doing? He said, well, I'm married. I said, oh, never mind. And that was the case. He would be down in Key West right now living $1 million lifestyle, surfing off the beautiful oceans next to Cuba, drinking he likes to drink alcohol, drinking his drink. Why is he still up there, his wife? And it's hard to change. And as you get older, you have less energy to change. Do you think at the age of 62, and he's got a rental property, you're going to be able to sell your rental property, sell your other property, throw out all your stuff, come down here, find a new property, re-register all your stuff? That takes a lot of energy. A lot of energy. And what I'm telling you is, the younger, the better. Even if you're not in a position, like I'm not in a position to fully retire from the work, at least position your life so that you're living as much retired as possible. Put your energy into that right now. Oh yeah, I believe in that. Good job. Steve, I went to Wheeler Mission up here in Indianapolis, and I gave a homeless construction worker $200. Thought I gave him $1 million. He's so thankful. Well, hey, look. Well, it's good that you gave it to someone who's thankful. There's been times I gave money to the homeless or people panhandling out here, and they didn't look at me twice. It's like they're not even thankful. But I've learned in life that anytime I give anything, I give it because I want to give it, not because of the reaction. But yeah, like anything in life, when you give something to someone, you want them to be thankful. So I can understand that. Kevin, what's your favorite 1-2 places in Florida? Juno Beach, anywhere south of Vero Beach to Boca Raton. From south of Vero Beach down to Boca Raton, that's in those areas are nice areas. Once you get below Boca Raton, it's too crowded. Look, I like St. Augustine. I like Flagler Beach. I like all up and down the east coast of Florida, and I do travel all up and down of it because I change different campgrounds, and sometimes I go to the West Coast. I was there a month ago. I was at the West Coast, and sometimes I go inland. But that those are my favorite spots, and my favorite spots are southeast. So yeah, that's interesting. Antonio, greetings, brother. Well, brother, greetings to you. Good to see you, Antonio. Gilbert, that was our birthday boy yesterday. Now he's 55. Gilbert, hey, Sammy. Thanks for yesterday. No, it was great having you. Thank you for sharing. It was just what I needed. I heard your comments you left today, and I was very thankful, brother. Happy birthday again. It was his birthday yesterday. Tough. I've met a lot of women who keep all kinds of guys. Well, good job. keep all kind of guys in their lives. They do. They wonder why they're single. Ex-guy friends. Yeah. The girl, 90% of the time, the girl wants to keep you as a friend. She wants to keep you as a text buddy because she wants the most attention as possible. In most cases, not all. What I experience in life, most girls have enough photos on file to post at any time, and they post a lot of old pictures of old things. The picture they text you is, you're not the only guy who got that picture you got text. There was a bunch of other guys, and she just wanted a lot of reaction. She likes to see that notification bell go off. And I understand that. Look, we all get excited when we hear, just think about all of us. We're all human. So we all get excited when we see notification go off on our social media that someone liked our post, that someone engaged. We all like that, including me. I'm human. But there's some women, not all, some that like a lot. And a lot of those are insecure. And I think women on average tend to have more of a need to cuddle and more of a need for companionship on average, not always. Like even my mom, I learned that from my mom. She used to always tell me, Sam, I like to be alone. I like to be alone. But then she would also, when she's alone too long, she don't like to be alone. You know, she don't like to sleep in the house alone. I dated a couple MILFs like that. They kept telling me, I got divorced because I want my own independence. I want to be alone. And then when they were alone for a couple of days and no one called me, they're like, I wish people would call me more. I don't want to be alone. So you end up going in this tornado of pain. And so what do? I cut them off. I'm not going around. So no wonder you got exes. I don't want to be an ex and a friend. Too much work, too much energy. And that's what happened. Sucked all the energy right out of me. You know, it's a total disaster. And it's a total red flag. Not for me. I don't know why you would destroy your energy level, your self-confidence, and your inspiration by pouring energy into an ex. To me, do whatever you want. I think it's a total disaster. Joe Boss, what's up, man? Hey, Sam and everyone. Happy B-Day to Sade. Oh, thank you for telling me that. Sade turned 59 today. I didn't know that. I think you told me that on my Instagram. All the best to everyone. Last week, I was in Key West. And I don't know what that is. Dry Torturas? Amazing, beautiful place, man. Hair pump. Thank you, man. I didn't notice you said that to me. It made me smile this morning on my Instagram. You told me it was Sade's birthday. Thank you, Joe. Chris, what's up, man? Hey, man. What's up, Chris? Good to have you, brother. Welcome. Appreciate you. Love and respect, man. John Suttles, hey John, what's up, brother? Hope you're having a better day. Hope you're having a better week. I was thinking about you today, praying about you. Keep going forward, brother, one day at a time. Anytime you get a negative thought, you let go. Okay. When you hold on to a negative thought, you're burning energy on something that's unproductive. Very hard to do, guys. I understand. I'm human. Immediately, when you have a sad, angry, negative thought, immediately, as best you can, let go. Because the longer you hold on to that thought, the more energy is going into that negative thought. When you release it, then you can put energy into something else. Your energy is your currency. Got to use it good. Good job. Clarm, feels like 17 degrees outside. Total disaster. New year and new use of my energy. There you go. Hi from Lake Michigan. Good topic tonight. Thank you, brother. Love and respect to LA. We got a lot of viewers from Detroit, Michigan area too, man. A lot of people down here too from that area. Queen. And he can't let her go. Queen, it's a disaster. Chris, slave to page in my rhythm book. Oh, was that a Nas lyric? I don't remember. I don't know. John, even Sam, thumbs up and liked. I appreciate that. Thank you for everyone who clicks thumbs up. Thank you, Queen. Yeah, and sad and burned out. Disaster. King Genius, Polk County's in the house. What's up, man? Grinning emoji. He likes to grin. I'm not mad at him. And then he gave a couple palm trees. Hey, Sam. When I got notification, there was 40 already in here. I'm blessed, man. And then he was looking like, wow. And then he was like, a lot of palm trees. Look, I'm thankful. And it goes up and down, just like everything in life. You know, you can't chase attention. Because the minute you chase attention or you chase your ex, guess what's going to happen? Your energy levels keep going down. So I try not to pay too much attention to the people in here or how many, because it's going to blow with the wind. But on average, the amount has grown. My channel has grown, and I'm thankful for that. Thankful. Because this is my dream. This is my final dream. Sam, what's your final dream? I'm already in Florida. I'm already living a simple life. I'm already wearing no underwear. My only other dream is to be financially independent. That's it. And then I'm fully retired. That's it. That's the end goal. Then what do I do from there? I walk on the beach. I do more videos. I grow my YouTube channel. I watch free porn, and until the Lord calls me home, that's going to be my life. And I think I'll inspire a lot of people. I'm already inspiring a lot of people part-time. Shit, I think if I did this full-time, I could change the world. Oh, yeah, I do. Okay. Queen, wow. You got a late notification? Yeah. Chris, I agree with that, Chris. Thank you, brother. Yo, boss. Sam, I don't know if you remember. I asked you 3 to 4 months ago. I probably don't. What do you think about your age? Oh, I do remember that. What do I think about age difference in a relationship? I'll answer that. I am 20 years older than her. Yeah, you're basically her pension plan, brother. You're a disaster. You said disaster coming. Yep, and I broke up 2 weeks ago. God, try to warn these people, man. This is why I got to do YouTube full time. I could have saved no boss's life, man. Damn it. You can't save everyone, though. Chris, what was that Nas song? He said that somewhere, man. He said that about Prodigy. When he dissed Prodigy. You can't save everyone, man. Joe, I'm sorry to hear that, man. I know it's a total disaster out there. Tried to warn you, man. Damn it. But it's all right. Joe, let's be thankful, brother. I'm with you. Whatever you do, brother, don't keep her as a friend, man. This is the lesson for you tonight, Joe. Okay? Don't keep her as a friend. Change your number. Don't block her. Don't even go by her. Change your number. Okay? You gotta change your number right now. Right now, you got to go on to Sprint.com, Verizon.com, change your number. You can change your number on Sprint up to 3 times within 30 days. Did I do that one time? I did twice in 30 days. Oh, yeah. Why? Because I got to move forward with my life. And I know there's a lot of pain out there, Joe. I don't mean to believe me, I cried for months after some breakup. But it's all a disaster. What's the biggest age difference you should ever have? No more than 7 years. If the girl guy is more than 7 years older than you, it's a disaster. It's a disaster even if they're the same age. Okay? Because let me tell you something. I got people right now private messaging me, wishing their spouse would die. Why? They want to live their life. They're done. Now, I don't want to get negative, though. Let me stay positive. Joe Boss. Hey, Joe Boss. This is a disaster, I know. Sensei, the Philippines is in the house. Damn, I love the Philippines. Good morning, Sam. Good morning. Yeah. See, in the Philippines, they're a day ahead of us. So right now, it's 8:41 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in the U.S. In the Philippines, it's like 8 o'clock in the morning. On Thursday. It's Wednesday here right now in Florida. So every night I go live on this channel around 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But for them, it's 8 a.m. the next day. That's amazing. Joseph. Oh, wait, I got to go back to my man Joe Boss. I knew it 20 years was a lot. Dude, that is a lot of time, man. You're right. No, I wish I wasn't on that one, man. That's a long-ass time, man. Joe, I know you must be hurting, man. Change the number, man. I know it's not easy, man. I hope I at least make you laugh. Because I know what you're going through, and I don't want to, like, in my passion, I don't want to, brother, I know you're going through a disaster. All I can tell you, brother, is change your number. It's going to take you 3 years to heal, man. 3 months, no contact to not be able to cry. It's going to take you 3 months, no contact to get your wind back in your sails. It's going to take you 3 years, no contact to recover, to go forward. If you go to her house next year for Thanksgiving and you're still keeping her as a text buddy, total disaster. Now, I don't know if you have kids or if you have assets together. That's you got to do what you got to do. But separate, man. Especially now in the beginning stage, you're still an emotional wreck. I love you, Joseph. It takes a lot of energy. So much energy right now. We just went a lot. It takes a lot of energy. And then he gave a flashlight emoji because he couldn't find anything else. And then he gave thunderstorm emoji for everyday life. Oh, definitely true. Some people can't even get out of bed. They don't have enough energy to get out of bed. I had a viewer. I love her. I'm not going to say her name. I had a viewer and she was smart. She wanted to do different things with her life. But at the end of the day, she didn't even have the energy to get out of bed. Some people don't, though. Some people have mental issues. I understand that. So I don't want to minimize that. But just for some people, and I've seen Instagram post. I have seen Instagram post that if all you did today was get out of bed, pat yourself on the back. I said, oh, shit. Now, there's some people like that, and I can understand that. But what I can tell you is be careful, guys. And then he goes, every life is programmed delusion of freedom. Well, that's true somewhat. Work. Yeah, for the money bag, that's true. So you can pay for your delusion. Joseph, you're a smart guy, man. You get it. Queen, I'm doing great. Good job, Queen. Walkie-talkie. Genius. King Genius. Polk County. Stinking some more. Getting this notification a little late. I'm missing some of the topic. King Genius. Go to Instagram. Follow me. My Instagram is the word inspire, the symbol _38. I post on there that I'm going live. So if you're subscribed to the channel and you got 2 ways to be notified, brother. And we want you in here early. Submarine Vet. Thank you again, brother. Shout out to Chevy Trailblazer. Shout out to Boston. Have I ever been to Boston? Yeah, I've been to Boston. The city, I walked the entire city, all the way from like Little Italy by the TD Center, all the way, I don't know what the other part of it was. I walked all around the whole thing. I did a couple videos from there, but only like some short videos because I was when I first started my channel. But love and respect to Boston. Thank you again, Submarine Vet. Chris, I feel like life could be so much more. Okay. Chasing money to live. I can understand that. And when it comes time to die, you leave what you have behind to your family. Huh. Joe Boss almost left his whole money bag to his girl that was 20 years younger. Huh. We pray he didn't get married. I hope you had a thing. We love you, brother. Apathy. Nice, Boston. Yeah, Boston. Thank you, Boston. And Cameron from Korea hooked me up, man. Thank you, Cameron. You inspired me to live in my car. Thank you. I mean, a few people have told me that, and I'm thankful. And I've been on the other end. When I was downsizing my life, that's how this whole journey started. I didn't buy my Jeep Renegade with the idea to live out of it. I bought it was, this is my first step to downsizing. I was looking on YouTube for downsizing. I saw some people living in their RV. And I remember talking actually to a manager at my job about downsizing. And he was like a survivalist. Like a survivalist is like a prepper, someone who's like real into like packing guns and, like canned goods in case like Armageddon hits. That guy was loaded, okay, as far as like guns and stuff. And he was like, Sam, what do you think about RVs? Because preppers are very much in an RV lifestyle. And I said, well, I'll take a look at that. That don't sound like a bad idea. I didn't know really. And I started looking at RVs and then people on YouTube. And I almost bought a Tab RV because I was looking for something the Jeep could pull. But then after I did some more research, it's like too much work. Like I don't want to hitch something. I didn't really have a place to park it. And in New Jersey, you can't camp all year round. It's like a disaster. And I figured my best thing is my stealthness. So I said, I'll just try to do it in my car. And then I started looking online. There was a couple people living in their car. And then that movement had just started. Like 3 years ago, 2 years ago on YouTube, that movement of people just living in their car and like posting videos about it, that had just started. And so like everyone was, now at that time too, there were a lot of people that were sincere. Like, and now a lot of it's done. It's like marketing. But that's like anything in life as it gets bigger. But like, I thought, oh shit, I could probably do this. I said, I was looking at like Bob Wells. I was like, this guy doing it. I know I could do it. So I looked at different people and I said, I could probably do this. I said, I'm going to give it a shot. And so they inspired me. I'm thankful that I inspired you. What do I think the average lifespan of someone living in their car is? 8 months. I think if you do this more than 8 months, I think you may do it for a sustainable long time. I think if you do it less than 8 months, it's just a phase. But there's nothing wrong with going through a phase. I went through a phase. I had the MC Pammer pants. What were they called? And there was like a Guido brand too. Crisscross was a phase. We had our pants worn backwards. I had a mullet. I had a fade. I had a part in my hair. I had a baldy. I had a goatee. There's different phases in life. So if living in your car is a phase, it's just like wearing, MC Hammer pants. It's a phase. There's nothing wrong with that. But, for me, no matter what I do in the future, it's always going to be at a simplified level, and it's always going to be living below my means. That's kind of like one thing in my mind that I've kind of vowed, and I'm very conscious not to make vows like on the gospel. It's just like a guiding principle. No matter what my future holds, even if I come financially independent, I'm able to do certain things. One thing, you gotta watch people, you gotta watch at 6 o'clock. See, I'm out in the street, there's people walking right by, gotta be careful, okay? And so, see, a lot of people, this ain't like your mom's backyard. A lot of people doing videos in their mom's backyard. Ain't no guys walking around. These people are sick. All right, look. What was I saying? No matter where I go from here in life, okay, one thing I'm conscious of is I want to always live simply and below my means because I'm controlled less by the powers to be. I could put more of my energy into the things I want to do. And for me, that's my best life. Is it a perfect life? No, nothing's perfect. I have come to accept that in this world, nothing's perfect. So I'm just trying to make my life as best as possible for me. Everyone's different. Love and respect. Good job. Hydration break. Good job tonight, guys. Thank you for the comments. It's very exciting to me. I get excited about this time. Chris Wan. Chris said, my dad was pimping his Blazer back in the day. Yeah, Blazers were hot back in the day. I remember that. MVPs too. Submarine vet, Boston for sure. I'm not mad at that. Mo Money. What's up, Sam? What's up, Mo Money? Good to see you. I remember you. Apathy. Very nice, Cameron. Yeah, I appreciate that. Love and respect to Korea. I hope to someday as well. It's all love. Mo Money. We talking about tonight. I just broke some lot of stuff down, Mo Money. Apathy. Sub, I'm in Boston too. A lot of people from Boston. So is John Settles. So is a couple other people, man. Boston's big on the check-in. King Genius, he's grinning good. And they said, Sammy, sure has a good memory. Amazing. Sometimes it's good, sometimes not good. But thank you, brother. I appreciate you, King Genius. I love you. He used to live in Miami. Then he moved to Polk County. King Genius said he wished he didn't move to Polk County because he thinks he would have been a little bit straighter financially in Miami. I can understand that. The more population, the more opportunity to make money. So the rural areas, you don't have to spend as much like for cost of living, but you're not gonna have less job opportunity. Now, if you can work remotely, that's a blessing, but you still gotta have internet, and internet's a premium. Got to be able to connect with the world. Good job, submarine vet. Staunton here, laughing my ass off. I'm not mad at that. I don't even know where that's at. Apathy. Only a couple towns over. You guys are close. That's great, Chris. Looks to be cold, week up that way in Boston. Okay, it's gonna be cold in Boston. What's the temperature up there? It's gotta be cold. Showing love. Good evening, Sam. Good evening. I remember you from some of the comments. Welcome, man. I appreciate that. I remember you. You're also like a new sub. I've seen you on some comments. Submarine Vet 81. Oh my God. Snow emoji, blowing the nose emoji, fire emoji, and dookie emoji. Brother, as soon as I saw that snow, my mind went to right to dookie emoji. Good job. Apathy. True that, Chris. Joseph. We all pursue what we think the American dream is. I agree. And then he gave a house emoji. And then he put, get trapped into a life routine. I agree with that. Boredom. Oh, I agree with that. And feel trapped in our house. It's a sheetrock prison. I agree with that. Then ask ourselves, am I having fun? And then he's laughing. And then he says, no. And then serious frown emoji. One of the nomads I watched on YouTube said she had just bought a house. It was in Seattle. And she said she was very proud of herself. She bought her first house. And she went into work the next day. And she told her manager, she goes, I just closed on my house yesterday. Isn't that great? She was all excited, like I was when I bought my house. And her boss goes, wow, that's great. And he goes, I'm so happy that you did that. And he was like real excited. And then she goes, man, I'm so surprised you're that excited that I bought a house. And he goes, yeah. He goes, now I have debt equity in you. I have debt equity in an employee. Meaning that now, once you have a huge committed mortgage to that area, you're going to be a great employee because you're going to, most 70 to 80% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck. In the richest country in the world, don't let anyone fool you. The statistics are true. 70 to 80% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck. And that's why 70% of society is not happy. That's why during a government shutdown, even federal workers, they've missed like one paycheck. There's a big thing like, we can't miss another paycheck. We can't miss it because they're living paycheck to paycheck. I've seen a cop, I've seen a correctional officer, and I've seen other people that work for the government be on the news and say that for them, this is devastating. They're going to get the back pay as soon as the government opens. So they're not. So that's what they got in their favor versus a private citizen. But they're, until they can get that back pay, they're living on debt. And Trump said he could relate. Come on. Guy who borrowed millions from his father, claimed bankruptcy, still got money. He can't really. Come on. That's why you got corporate tax reform, not middle class tax reform. Oh, yeah. But that's okay. All right, let's not go too negative. Good job. Apathy. Always cold in Boston most of the time. Yep. Submarine vet. Chris. Ain't never lied. Yeah. Chris. I remember my first trip to Boston. Stayed by Fenway. Okay. I was pissed off looking for a grocery store with parking. Laugh out loud. I didn't go to Fenway. I haven't been to that area. Submarine Vet 81. Where are you, Chris? Chris, North Carolina? I've been through North Carolina. We used to have a couple great viewers from North Carolina. Shout out to, what was that place I stopped a couple times? I did a couple videos from North Carolina last winter. I forgot the name of that town that I used to stop off I-95. I can't remember. North Carolina is a southern state, okay? Like Florida's a southern state, but especially Southeast Florida, it's a diverse area. Like there's Latin America here, there's Haitian culture, there's Jewish culture, there's New Jersey, Italian culture. It's a mixed, diverse South state. And in like North Carolina, South Carolina, there's not that diversity. Does that make it good or bad? It's just different. But a person I watched on YouTube today was saying that about Florida. Florida's a different world. And the unique part about America, and I do think even with America's problems, we are blessed to live in America. America has problems. It always has. but I do believe it's progressively gotten better, and I'm still thankful for America. But America is unique where each state has its own fingerprint. Each state has its own culture. Like just like each child has their own personality, each state has its own personality. And so as you travel through different states and you cross over the border, and that's why I do recommend, if you're from Boston or if you're from New Jersey, and if you've never been to Florida or if you've only traveled via airplane, I highly recommend that you drive from Boston or from New Jersey or from New York or even from North Carolina to Florida, especially in the winter. It's so inspiring. As you travel more south and as you see the culture and the environment change, it's just an amazing thing. It's very inspirational. And you can't get that in a 2-hour air flight. So it's very true. Chris, I was WW in the Navy. A lot of people from Boston, my experience, like even my guy John Selzon knows from Boston, a lot of people are ex-military. Now I know, like in the Boston Harbor, there was that big ship. I remember that from the Coast Guard. There was that big ship, and there was a huge Navy culture in Boston. And again, each state has their own culture, but in Boston, there was very much a Navy culture. I guess because of the harbor. But I know a lot of ex-military from Boston area. Submarine vet, 81. Nice. Too hot in the summer. Laugh my say it is, but I like it hot. I like to sweat and I like to see those bikinis. Yeah. Somebody give me a bikini emoji. Good job. Submarine vet. That's submarine vet. Sorry, bro. Blowing up your comments. Nah, keep blowing them up. I appreciate that. Laughing. Good. No, I'm not. Laugh, man. You gotta laugh, man. It's all love. May West. Hey, Sam. Hey, man. Good to see you. Chris. High 39, low 20. Total disaster. Thank you for sharing, Chris. Chris, oh, that's in Newark. Yep. Okay. I was trying to figure if that was Boston or Newark. So in Newark, New Jersey right now, the high was 39 degrees. The low was 20. So right now it's got to be by the low because right now it's at night. So, John, 37 degrees in New Jersey. Huh. Well, that's actually higher than I thought this time. Well, that's probably the high for the day. Submarine vet. 38 feels like 28. Now, laughing. Well, it's good that you keep your sense of humor. Apathy. Sammy, what is your honest opinion if you couldn't live in your Jeep Renegade or RV? Or RV? Oh, I got to read the rest of this question. If I couldn't live in my Jeep or RV, what would you choose, house, condo, and why? Good question, Apathy. Thank you. I mean, this could be a fun one, not too serious. Right now, if I couldn't live in my car, my next step would be an RV, just so I'm clear on that. So if I couldn't live in a car, that's my first choice for this time in my life, okay? My next step would be an RV. So now if you're saying I couldn't live in that either, then my next step would be a small, one-story, less than 500 square foot mobile home. And I'm not talking about a double wide, not a double wide mobile home, but down here in Florida, they got like these little, they're almost like, there are like trailers, mobile trailer, but it's a stationary one that's anchored down onto a lot. And I think I did a couple videos then when I was looking at home base right by the beach, under $100,000, under 500 square foot. But it's not attached to anything. It's in a community, so it's not a single family. And you can't get a mortgage on it like a single family. That's the problem with them. A lot of them, you either got to buy cash or you got to buy home owner financing. But that would be my next choice. I do not want to get back into the condo game. I have no desire. I owned a condo. It was a blessing for a season, but I don't want to have neighbors. I don't want to be entangled in that. I'm not against the HOA because I realize that you're going to pay for that either way. If you're owning your home, you're going to have to pay for the landscaping, you have to pay for the roof. But the mobile home, not trailer, but the mobile home on a lot, not connected to anything, but I probably would have close neighbors. That would be my next choice. That would be my first choice if I couldn't do a car or RV. Then after that, if I couldn't do that, I don't know. I mean, I would do that. I don't want to do a condo. I don't want to do a single family. I mean, especially because if I'm thinking about buying a piece of land too, I'm thinking about putting an RV on this. I can't even say buy a piece of land. So I would just say mobile home on an RV lot, but it's not an RV. Good question. Made me think. Yolanda. Newark's 29 degrees Fahrenheit. Yep, getting cold. Love you, Yolanda. John, 65 degrees in Florida. It's better than 29. Thank you. Jones. Hey, Jones. Hey, Sam. I hope Oh, your tooth feels better. Thank you. I just feel better talking, but I can still feel all the way on top here. Damn it. Zero energy tonight after working. I can understand. Just kicking back listening. Well, thank you for leaving the comment and thank you for sharing that comment. And see, that's the problem. It's like most of your life, your energy is going to be used at work. You work from once you become an adult, well, once you become an adult, 18, 25, whatever you get out of school, all the way up to retirement. And you work the majority of the week. So most of your energy throughout your life is going to be spent at work, not with your kids, not with your job. That's why the number one thing that if you can position your life and do what you love full time, I think that's the biggest blessing in life. Other than your health. I think obviously you need your health, okay? So, but I would say if you can position your life to do what you love and make an income off it, then that's the best life to live. I think that should be the ultimate goal for everyone. It's hard to find that niche. And most of your life, just like me, I mean, I'm practicing what I preach. You're going to have to work and do things you don't want to do. But that should be a goal. That should be a goal. Aim for the moon, even if you miss your amongst the stars. Good job. May, hey, May, 32 degrees in NYC. Love and respect. Yeah. NYC, again, the highest population of the homeless are in NYC. Not in Florida, not in California, in New York City. Chris, that's what I need to find me a MILF. Oh, laughing. I thought that, brother. You don't need to find you a MILF. You need to find you a good thumbnail on free porn, masturbate, and then you won't want any MILF. Every time you're seduced into texting your ex, masturbate and ejaculate, and I guarantee you won't want to text your ex. That's the problem. A lot of people, they're all worked up sexually, and the only reason they're keeping their ex in their phone is because they want sex. They want intimacy. And the girl, the only reason she's keeping your number in the phone is because she wants you to be a fake friend and she wants your attention. She wants to know that you're always there as a backup. Even after it fails with someone else, you're always going to be there. And you're an emotional tampon. All right, if you're ever confused on how to describe yourself when you're a friend with your ex, look at yourself like an emotional tampon, okay? When you are friends with your ex, you're an emotional tampon. I think it's very unhealthy. Yolanda, you living in your Renegade, let me know. I can live out of my backpack. Well, yeah, I'm not mad. Thank you. Well, now, could I live out of my backpack? I could. You could. I don't know if I'd want to live out of my backpack, but I'm not mad at that. Thank you. I appreciate I inspire someone. King Genius. King Genius give like, emoji. 3 palm trees, Polk County, Florida. Inland temperature of 46 degrees. Oh, because he's a little more north. Feels like 50. Thumbs down. I can understand that. Cold, not good. Free to be me. Woohoo. Sam. I could use my propane stove inside my home to cook food. I don't see why not. Is there a carbon monoxide? I don't think you'd have any problem. In my car, I have a carbon monoxide detector. And when I had a house, I had a carbon monoxide detector. So I would suggest that you have a carbon monoxide detector, whether you have a house or you live in your car. But I wouldn't see that being an issue. Not at all. Submarine vet, like a disaster emoji, hashtag disaster. Gilbert, feels colder than crap, I guess. Yeah, I think you're that. King Genius. Wrote a comment, but would not let me send it. All right, let me look. Now, if you don't see your comment, then what happens is it goes into an algorithm. If you said a curse word, if you said something sexual, I have to approve it. So let me look at if I have to approve. Just write it again, but write like the PG version of the comment. Let me see. Now, if you got a dirty mouth like me, it's up. See, Apathy got blocked once. I don't know why she did small world sub. I don't know why, because I guess he was talking about Massachusetts. So I'm going to prove her. So right now she shows. Let's see who else got blocked. One other person got blocked. Chris got one of his comment blocked. She was out there sugar. Yeah, see, he said the word dick. He's a sugar digging. Okay, yeah, that's it. But I'll prove that. That's okay. And let's see who else got blocked. I got to keep that there because there's some reckless people. That was it. So I don't know why that got blocked. Free to be me. Medication helps energize mind, body, and soul. Well, not medication, meditation. Well, all right. I mean, have I ever meditated? I can't say that I've technically meditated. I give my life deep thought. I pray. How do I pray? I say 1 hour, Father. I let the rest go. I used to get latch on to like a religious thing where I felt like I had to pray a lot. But even the scriptures say, don't keep praying. That's like a hypocrite. Just pray once, say the Our Father and let it go. Now, it doesn't matter if you're atheist or if you do meditating or what your religion is. I think it's good to spend some time in thought, but you can certainly mind screw life and certainly got to take action. But I like the idea of meditation or prayer to decompress, but then you got to let go and you got to take action. I agree with that. Submarine Vet 81 at King Genius. It's because you have wide thumbs. Just playing, Chris. Lots of MILFs in Tampa. There's MILFs everywhere. There was a lot of MILFs in New Jersey. Look, you ain't going to go anywhere in this world. There's not going to be a lot of MILFs. There's going to be some areas that have a higher concentration of MILFs than others. But look, at the end of the day, for me, it's all just eye candy, guys. Girls, for me, I'm just looking at someone hot, and then I keep my head down, and then at night, I may look at a porn thing that looks like similar to the girl I saw on the street, but I don't want a relationship. I don't want to be friends. I don't want to waste my energy on, it's meaningless. I think at one point in your life, it's good to have intimacy. It's good to have love. But after a while, you realize for me, it's a waste of energy. But that's just me. Everyone's different. Chris? Yeah, they're out there catfishing for attention. Yeah, I almost got catfished a couple times. They're out there. Submarine Vet, #word. Submarine Vet, I was born in Michigan. I didn't know that. Chris, yep, Nas lyric, laughing. All right, Nas, one of my favorite rappers. Now, I was watching the AZ documentary the other night on YouTube. I recommend that you watch if you like Nas, you're going to like AZ, obviously. So if you watch the AZ 20-year documentary, that's pretty good on YouTube. Sean Murphy. A lot of 65-year-olds, when they retire, go downhill, unfortunately. Well, yeah, they're close to life expectancy. Just like your phone. After you had your phone for 3 years, it goes downhill quick. Why? Life expectancy. Your phone has about a 5-year life expectancy, max. King Genius. Many females like to keep a walking ATM around. Well, that could be true, too. But again, I will be fair. There's a lot of women right now, and I thank God they are. They're making more money than men. Because again, for a long time in society, women didn't have equal rights. And I fully stand for equality for women, for gays, lesbians, everyone. I'm a full equal rights guy for all people, and I always stand for that. And I have to be honest that part of the problem was for many years that women didn't have equal say in the workforce. But so I'm not against like relationships because of that, but it's a disaster. Sam, thumbs up, please. Thumbs up. Sean Murphy. Is there a new way I will be the first in line, but it better work this time? Is there a new way I will be the first in line? The only new way I know is new porn. Luke, what's up, my brother? Sending you some positive vibes. Thank you. I'll take that. Good also to you. This Wednesday, hump day. Thank God. Magical night. Yeah, we're thankful. I am thankful. Let me find there's a lot of things I can be thankful for. I'm in Florida. Thankful for everyone staying with me in the chat room. Thankful. Sean Murphy. Everyone has a destiny. I believe that. I have that tattooed on me in life, but you better grab it. I also agree with that. Faith without works is dead. You better grab it before you're old. Great comment. I want to read that again by Sean Murphy Journal. Everyone has a destiny in life, but you better grab it before you get old. I agree. Yolanda, yes, Joe. Change that number. Yeah, Yolanda knows. Joe Boss, thanks, Sam. I love you, brother. It's good to smile. Remember, sometimes, I know people take my jokes the wrong way, but I do that because I know that part of a healthy life is you have to be able to laugh. Everyone laughs a different way. Everyone has a different sense of humor. But for me, it's very important to laugh and have a good time. Apathy. Sam, just curious. Where do you see yourself at 70? Ideal place to end up in Florida on your own land and RV. Good question. Yeah, I would say on an RV lot, either in an RV or in that mobile home I spoke of. Preferably, I don't know. Yeah, on an RV lot, though, either with a mobile home or RV. The RV would either be a travel trailer and then a Prius or a Class C and some type of electric car. And that's it. Just trying to maintain my health. At that point in my life, and I'd still be doing YouTube. So really, not much would change only than my age. Right now, if I had to fast forward now, I don't even know if YouTube will be around by then, but I hope it will be. Some type of virtual relationship, because that's how I like my relationships, virtual, okay? So whether it be YouTube or some platform and like this to share, I would want to be on my RV lot, financially independent, trying to keep my health, walking the beach, totally owning my time, and going live on YouTube. and still making videos because I enjoy making videos. I still want to make videos at 70 and I still want to do this. I mean, obviously I know the platform will evolve in that many years, but I enjoy doing this. So like I was looking at one of my memories yesterday, like 10 years ago today, I was on what they call Blog TV. Blog TV was like it was like just like a streaming service, one of the first ones on the internet that you could just broadcast yourself. And before that, I had a radio show. I enjoy sharing. I've always have. So I always do something. This is my passion. I think it shows. Now, some people like it, some people don't. I'm okay with that because I'm used to life. Like right now, with 24 people thumbs up, 4 thumbs down. I recognize that. Look, not everyone's gonna like it, but I appreciate the people that do, and it matters to me. And I'm gonna keep going forward. Like so that's why sometimes people give me negative feedback. I mean, I'm still going to go forward, but I acknowledge the positive people. But this is what I would like to do, Joseph. What would you like to do, Apathy? Let me ask you, Apathy, at 70 years old, what would you like to do? Joseph, at Joe Boss, I went through same relationship, and then he gave like disaster breakup. Well, no, it's like a heart emoji. I was 44 years old. She was 25. Lasted about 1 year, and then disaster emoji. That's what happens. Joseph, good job. I agree with you, man. It took me 2 years to get over my ex. Yep, there you go. That's 3 years to heal, probably. Or 3. It took him 2 years to heal after a 7-year relationship. Powerful, man. You guys better listen to stuff. Whew. Yolanda, Sam, I looked to private message you as I said I would. Did you? Monday, but couldn't find it. Figured out. You can't private message me on YouTube. They took that feature away. So if you don't want to leave a public comment on my YouTube channel, then you go to my Instagram. It's the word inspire, the symbol _38. Inspire _ the number 38. And once you follow me on Instagram, there's a way to just direct message me. And direct message me, say, hey, look, this is Yolanda from YouTube. On Instagram, I'm Chuck Trevor or whatever. Who knows? People, all different type of people on different social media. And I would like to instant message you. Now, as long as it's not like a dick pic, I'll approve it and I'll see what you got to say. Good job. Apathy. Sammy, have you ever seen Bronx Tale? Yeah, of course. Yeah, definitely. Great movie. But also misled some people because some people start to think they can live that life. Like what was the guy named? Cuzio or whatever. The young kid, the young Italian actor in that movie, he bought into the hype, and then he ended up, I think, killing somebody or committing attempted murder, and he's in jail. And like Scarface screwed up a lot of people because they thought they were Scarface. So, I did come from that era where it was like kind of like glorified to be a gangster. And in many ways, that hurt a lot of people because they thought like that they could do that life and it'd be good and end up all bad. So she goes, did you ever see Bronx Tale? Yes. You look and sound like the actor, something Berkuna Jr. Okay. You sound like, even sounds like, well, I know a girl used to see, she used to think I was like into mafia. She used to love that. She used to like get intrigued by it. I used to say, hey, look, if I can have sex, I don't care. But he's serving some jail time. Oh, that's probably the guy. Yeah. Through murder. Yeah, that's the guy. Check him out if you want. Now, I know who you're talking about. I think I just spoke on that. Good job, Apathy. Sean Murphy. Sean Murphy. I met some guy 10 years ago from North Carolina, and they said some racist comments. Not cool. Well, I would tend to agree. In my experience, North Carolina kind of had like a southern, old school, North Carolina, South Carolina, like an old, I don't want to make a general statement, though, because I don't want to be hurtful to people who live in those regions, especially today in 2018, it's different than it was 10 years ago, but I did feel more of like a less evolved, cultural, diverse vibe. I did. I'm not gonna lie to you. I felt that vibe. But I know like a lot of people that live there, a variety of different cultures. But I mean, look, the South has not all the South. So I don't want people to get offended. But some of the South has a legacy of that. So it's part of American culture, American history. So it's just the way life is. But we're gonna continue to evolve, Luke. Everything in life is a hustle. That's true. To chase money, to a big extent, is true. Such a shame, bills don't stop. That's true. That's why you got to simplify your life and put all your energy as much as you can into doing what you love. Good job, Sean Murphy. Toronto is in Boston tonight for an exciting NBA game. Well, I'm not mad at that. I used to love the NBA. That was my favorite sport. I don't watch anything now. Once I broke my finger, so I'm getting too old to play basketball. And then once I sold my house, all I do is have YouTube. I don't have any desire to watch. Definitely looking for ways to increase the income and lower expenses. Well, there you go. That's how you live below your means. Increase income, lower expenses, and go forward. Teresa, parachute pants. Yeah, that was the MC Hammer pants. And There were MC Hammer pants. There was a brand. There was like a Guido brand too. Um, Forgot what they were called, man. Zigarachi or something like that. Does anybody remember that? Thank you, Teresa. Good emoji. Dustin, businesses up front party in the black mullets for life. I don't know what that means. Joe Boss at Apathy. Yeah, he does. Sean Murphy, New Kids on the Block era. Yeah, it was like kind of that era, yeah. Joseph. At Chris, pay some money to live, money back emoji, but may not, all caps, go to family. Huh? But to assisted living, your entire house. Yeah, go to Joseph, you're a smart guy, man. Chris, true, Joe, yeah. What a damn system. It's a system. And that's why I said some people don't want to play the system at all. It's always going to be a system, though. It's true. Hydration break. Apathy. Yeah, he does, Joe Boss. Dustin, I have no sympathy for public employees. Well, I do. I have sympathy for everyone. I mean, I understand some people play the game, but I have sympathy for everyone. I don't want to be cold-hearted. King Genius. Grinning. And then he gave a lot of palm trees. Lots and lots of comments. Curious if Sammy will get this far. I try to read, as long as I can, every comment every night in the live chat. And I appreciate every comment. Please click on the thumbs up button. King Genius, thank you for the support. Thank you for everyone who did that. Thank you. This is my brother Sal from Texas. What's up, man? Evening, Sam. Good evening to you. Hope you had a good day. It was overall positive. Stay positive, thank you, and enjoy your life. That's the type of people I want to be around. I want to be around positive people. That's the type of people I want to put my energy into. And then he gave him peace emoji, sunglass face emoji, love and respect. Same back to you, brother. Sean Murphy. Do you pay for eye tests and examinations in the USA? Yes, because it's free in Canada. You got free healthcare. Thank you for sharing that. Now we pay for it. We pay for that. We pay for dentist visits. Dentists get like $200,000 a year. And you have to go, yeah, we pay for everything, man. Everything. Number one cause of bankruptcy in America, medical bills. Chris, Sean, ain't a damn thing free here. Yeah, Chris broke that down for you. Yep. Submarine vet. Damn, dog, you getting all soft. Yeah, sometimes I'm soft, sometimes I'm hard. But I try to be honest. I don't ever want to be insincere. Look, when I was young and I gave into peer pressure, I wanted to always try to prove that, whether I was a tough guy or at this point in my life, I don't have anything to prove to anyone. So if I feel sensitive or if I feel soft, I want to express that because I don't need to pander. I don't need to give into peer pressure. Peer pressure made me smoke cigarettes, drink alcohol, and hang out with the wrong people. And I thank God I got out of that life because I was willing to be soft. I was willing to be called soft. And a lot of those people who didn't, they got a beer gut. They've been divorced once. They've got some jail time. They're in a dead-end job. And they're mocking me with a barely, they're mocking me. And their life's a disaster. But I'm willing to be soft. I'm okay with that. Submarine vet. Hashtag nice. Good job. Chris, USS Constitution in Boston. Yes, that's it. On a Boston Harbor. That's true. Joseph. South Carolina Hilton Head is a golfing haven. Yeah, I would think that's true. If you're into golf, I'm not into golf. I'm into MILFs. No thanks. Yep, me neither. No thanks, Luke. But I think there's more of a lot. There's a lot of golf in here in Florida. A lot. Luke, I agree. I used to always get excited driving I-95. Very magical. But as you get older, you don't want to drive much. That's true. That's what I'm talking about. And getting down to West Palm Beach, nice area. And feeling that tropical vibe. Very tropical. Good job. Luke, I miss living in Miami. Miami's very crowded. It's great, but it's very crowded. Luke, I was there over 7 years ago. It keeps building, man. It keeps populating. Blaine, what's up, man? Love and respect, North Carolina. Love and respect to everyone who is doing the work of their life. Blanton, love and respect to you, Tom Hanks, and Boone, North Carolina. Good job. Hector, what's up, man? Hey, Sam, how are you? I'm okay. How are you, brother? Joseph, the Oprah Winfrey diet. Oh, don't get me all worked up. If you weigh 175 pounds on Earth, you would weigh 29 pounds on the moon. Joseph, you're on fire tonight, man. Good job. King James. And then he's grinning. A lot of palm trees. Back in the 1960s, growing up in Miami, most of the people that lived there was from Florida. Yeah, I mean, definitely. I would say, obviously, Florida is one of the fastest growing states in the country. So the demographic, it just changes rapidly because, you got influx of so many. It's a major port in America. It's a major port. So just like New York City is a major port, that's why it's so diverse. Miami is a major port, and that's why there's a level of diversity. Jones, Walking on the beach is a form of meditation. Okay, I could agree with that. Or walking. Okay, that's a good point. Well, then I definitely do that. That's a good point. Good job, Jones. King Genius. He's laughing. Good. Paul Harvey used to say, the last American to leave Miami, please bring the flag. I don't know. Just leave the MILFs. That's all I say, Chris. Now you know the rest of the story. I'm not mad at that. Teresa, medication. Yeah, we don't want that. Teresa's listening. Good job, Teresa. It's good to laugh. King, if your message is a little too long, it will not let you send it. Oh, is that what that is? Good job. So if you curse or if your message is too long, it won't go through. So retype it and I'll see it. But PG it up and make it brief. Thumbs up for Sammy. Well, thank you for the thumbs up. Yolanda, I used to be eye candy. Now I'm soul food. I'm not mad at you. Good job. Good job, Yolanda. Tom, equal rights. I totally agree. We love women. I love everyone. Do I have people direct message me that are gay? Yeah. Do I support them? Yeah. I love everyone. I don't want to date anyone. I don't want to date women. I don't want to date men. Now, but when I masturbate to women. So please don't direct message me with a dick pic. But I still stand for equal rights. Good job. Tom, nice song lyric at Sean. Haven't listened to that band in a while. Okay. AJ, that's my brother from Miami. Hello from Miami Beach. Tonight is absolutely beautiful. It's a little cold, man. I know you like it cold. Now, it's good to sleep. But during the day, it's not hot enough. But I'm thankful. Better than sweating, I guess, at night. Yolanda, thanks. I'll look you up on IG. Okay. AJ, my parents are coming to visit me. Great. Just book them for a nice hotel room. AJ, I know you like to do that. Now, AJ lives full-time in his Toyota Prius. He trades stocks full-time. I think he has family members in New York and family in Israel. Shout out to his sister in Israel who watches me sometimes. And he likes, on occasion, his parents come down from New York to visit Miami. He rents a hotel room. They do the thing, then they leave. He goes back to the Prius. He's living a dream. I'm not mad at him. Chris, I like the Fort Lauderdale area. Too congested, but I'm not mad at it. For me, some MILFs out there. A lot of MILFs out there. Good job, Chris. A lot. Apathy. I would like to have enough money to buy land in Florida. Okay. Because of the weather. Great place for the weather. The tiny houses would build for low income and people going through chronic illness. That's my dream before I'm 70. I'm not mad at that. Go after your dream. And like I say, if you're on disability, you're going to get 50% off all state parks. So just remember that I want to encourage anyone that if you're a senior citizen, if you're over the age of 65, if you're disabled, or if you're a military vet, shout out to submarine vet and anyone else who's been in the military, you're going to get 50% off the state parks down here in Florida. So come down. Apathy. Super chat. Apathy. Thank you, Apathy. I appreciate that super chat. And like I say, get down here and live that dream. Now's the time to take action in your life. Because Apathy, I think you're kind of like in my age range. I don't know if you want to share your age. But, one is, again, thank you for being a supporter. Thank you. But two is, I think you're in a position where you can do it. Because from what I've heard, that you're middle-aged, it sounds like you're positioned in life where you can get down here. I don't think you have kids. So if you don't have kids, and if you're in a position in life where you can do it, Apathy, you're obviously intelligent. I mean, you come here all the time. I read your comments. You understand life. So I would say do it. Now, you don't have to commit right away. So if you come down to Florida, you don't have to commit to land. Like I say, you can stay at a state park. You can do whatever. You can rent a house. You can rent a small little studio condo down here, depending on the area, for under $1,000. I mean, you could probably get under $800 if it's a small little thing. So, just be mindful of that. I want people to take action as soon as they can. Thank you again, Apathy. I appreciate that. Marin, more golf in Florida. Oh, yeah, there probably is, Marin. Good to see you. Hey, Marin. There is more golf, I think, probably in Florida. Now, I know Tiger Woods lives down here. I see golf courses everywhere. I'm not into golf, but I think Marin's right. Definitely on the West Coast, too. Yeah, you're probably right. Apathy. It's really scary when people have no empathy. I agree with that. For anyone. For the TSA workers. And not for everyone. Look, I have empathy for everyone. Whether they're homeless, whether they're police, whether they're military, whether they're teachers, whether they're corporate executives. I don't never want to live a life where I don't have empathy for other people. I think that's a bad life. Now, I speak directly. I get passionate. But like I always say, I never want to see anyone suffer, including people I disagree with. I don't want to see Trump suffer. I don't want to see corporate people. I just want a level of equality in the system so that all people can live a somewhat more balanced life. But I fully agree. Look, I'm with you. I have empathy on that. Now, I know, understand like why there's some like discord there because some people feel like they have a very secure job and they're there for life. And so I can understand the opposite. And I can understand why people get upset. But I just want to encourage all people. Like, again, I understand everyone has strong opinions, and I have my own. But I want to encourage everyone as best you can to try to always, you don't have to agree with everyone. I don't agree with most people. But try to always have a level of empathy that even if you don't like them, just don't mess with them. But, just always have empathy in your heart. Many have died of cancer because they are constantly around radiation. That's actually a great point because the girl I knew who died of ovarian cancer, she was a stewardess for an airline. And there was a link between flying on the plane and the level of radiation you get, because you get radiation when you fly in a lot of flights. I don't know if you knew that. So now I don't know the percentage and I don't know how much that's tied to it, but I would definitely agree. I think that's an excellent comment. There's a somewhat of a link there that you have to be conscious of. Let's keep reading. Many have died of cancer because they are constantly around radiation. Now they aren't getting paid for it. Have heart, people. Yeah, and I agree. Joe Boss. Good night, everyone. Joe Boss, thank you for sharing. Real quick, anyone still, please put a prayer emoji in the live chat for Joe Boss. We had a good time. We joked about it. But Joe Boss just got out of a 20-year relationship. Anybody in this chat room, anyone who's lived long enough, you've either had your heart broken or you've broken someone else's heart, and you know how painful it is to go through a separation. Now, I don't believe you should keep your ex as a friend, but I want to put an energy of prayer, love, and positive vibes and empathy to our brother Joe Boss. Even though I told him a couple months ago, get the hell away, we're going to have empathy. I love you, Joe. Empathy on our brother Joe Boss. King Genius. Boss and friend took him over 12 years to heal from a divorce. I can understand that. Total disaster. I know someone who blew their brains out after a divorce. So, King Genius, good comment. Apathy, thank you again. Thank you. Yolanda, how you feel about Palm Beach? Palm Beach is gorgeous. West Palm Beach, a lot of poverty. So Palm Beach is where Mar-a-Lago is. It's on the ocean end. West Palm Beach is inland over the bridge. There's a lot of poverty. I spent time in both. So Palm Beach, though, very expensive. Very expensive, very expensive. But Palm Beach is gorgeous. Marin, 3 palm trees, 2 hearts, love, heart, and respect. Yeah, for doing you. Thank you. And doing you as well. And then she gave a person doing cartwheels. That's a good emoji. Today was cold. It was a little cool. But still gorgeous and crispy. You got to be thankful. Tiny house can be very upscale. Yeah. Just saying. Oh, definitely. You can get a tiny house, and shout out to Live and Let Live. She wants to have a tiny house too. You can get a tiny house. I mean, that could be just as luxurious as a house. If you think about it, when I had a house, this is what spurred me to downsize. I only spent time in about 200 square foot. In my bedroom, I would go to the kitchen to make something. In the bathroom, that's it. Most people one person only needs 250 square foot. So your tiny house should never be more than 500 square foot. I think the Jeep Renegade is like 30 square foot. Just make a mental note. Apathy. I'm going to do it. You should. But I'm going to plan. Well, that's wisdom. Carefully. Well, that's wisdom. That's wisdom. I planned. I took time. But I took action. I did it in layers. And that's what I recommend for everyone. Good job. Do it responsibly. Good job. Sean Murphy. Sam, you enjoy life, and that will make you content. And that is all that matters. Now, to some extent, you're right. It's a balance. Marin, prayer. Good job, Marin. Prayer for Joe. Good job. Apathy, Joe Boss, yes. Prayer emoji and peace. Good job. Joan sending prayers to Joe. Good job. Teresa, prayers. Good. Peppa Pig. Hey, Peppa Pig. Prayers. Good job. And peace and something else emoji. Joe Boss, a lot of hearts. Good. May West. Love the daily dose of Sam. Well, I appreciate you too. It's a two-way street, and the love is mutual, reciprocal, and I thank you. Yolanda, hang in there, Joe Boss. Yes, I've been there. It won't be easy. Yeah, you know, but it will be worth it. Praise the Lord. I agree with that. I'll testify. Amen. Peppa Pig. Hey, Sam, cleaning my kitchen and listening to your loud chat. Well, thank you. I appreciate you taking the time to leave a comment. I love you. Well, guys and girls, I appreciate everyone, man. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Submarine Vet. Thank you, Cameron. Thank you, Apathy, for the super chats. Thank you for everyone who clicked the thumbs up. If you didn't click the thumbs up, I appreciate you doing that. I appreciate everyone who shares the video. Thank you for being part of this channel, man. Thank you for helping, me share my life. And me use my creative gifts and my dreams come true, and for a level of connection. This provides all those things, and I'm thankful. I don't take them for granted. I want to show gratitude, and I want to sincerely mean, and I do. And Joseph said, I'll always feel the need to grow and expand myself. Okay. Experience new places, and then he gave like some type of place emoji, and the need for adventure, and an island emoji. I know that emoji. Forward, I agree with that. And prayer emoji, I agree with that for Joe Boss. Yes, good job. Every night, everyone. Good night. Good job. Daddy Geek, love. Sorry I missed you. That's all right, Daddy Geek. Always loved you. Magical heart with the sparkles. Daddy Geek, love and peace to you. Jones, good night, Sam. Good night, too, Jones. Thank you for the comment. Apathy, have a good night, Sam. Thank you. Valuable content. Thank you. Thank you, Apathy. Keep pushing forward. We love you. Daddy Geek, hey, y'all. Marin, this is the after hours. This is the after replay. Marin, get you freezing cold? No, it's not bad. I love you, though. This is great sleeping weather. It's going to be in the 50s or whatever I'm at, maybe even down to the high 40s. This is great sleeping weather. That's the good part about it. So, but thank you for thinking about it. I will be cuddled up like a little bear. Marin, heart emoji, apathy. You are one of a kind. Well, same to you. I appreciate that. Thank you. And blessing face emoji. And then the love is reciprocal emoji. Thank you. Apathy. Daddy Geek just got home. Daddy Geek, you worked hard. Relax. Get yourself something to eat. And just do you and live your best life. We love you. And we hope you have a good night. Ralph, take care, man. Thank you, Ralph. I appreciate you coming in. Sir G420. Cheers. Never give up. Keep pushing. Good job. Push to the limit. Sir G, good comment. Apathy, hey, Daddy Geek, and good night. Apathy, prayer emoji. John, good night, Sam, and all. Peace, love,